Hello, YouTube. This is xaymacalena, and I am here to say hi and to introduce myself as a new vlogger here on YouTube. I am very new on YouTube. I'm not new as a subscriber, as a viewer, but I'm new as a vlogger. I decided to join the community as a vlogger because um, I recently cut my hair low. I've been natural for most of my life. I was natural until I was 14, and then as a rite of passage, 14 or 15, um, got a relaxer. When I was in college, I was like, I can't handle this. So I did a big chop, but at the time, I was 20, so I had a relaxer for 6 years. But it was very mild. My hair would curl up. Um, it wouldn't revert. I know it's not a reversion, but it would curl up, and I ended up um, wearing it curly a lot anyway. Especially in college, I didn't have money to go to a salon, so I ended up a friend and I big chop together. Um, I guess I was 20 at that point. So 6 years of relaxer, big chopped. But I really had no clue what to do with my hair. I had no understanding of moisture. I would just gel it down, slick it back. I transitioned for maybe only 2 to 3 months with braids. So I had more than this, but it wasn't much. It was enough to slick back, and that's all I did. I slicked it back with gel. Didn't understand why it was so dry, why there was no curl definition. Um, and by that was like February. By May or June, I had a relaxer in my hair. So that did not last very long. And then around the time I turned 25, so I had another 5 years of relaxer roughly. By the time I turned 25, I started going to Ethiopian salon and noticed that at least 70% of the clientele was natural. Um, I didn't decide to stop relaxing in order to wear my hair in its curly state, but more I wanted to stop using the chemicals and to have the option to wear my hair in its curly state, even though I still didn't really know how to care for it. So I ended up um, transitioning for a couple months, cut it in a bob to get all the relaxer out, and had been natural. I wore my hair mostly straight, but the way this particular Ethiopian salon straightened, they used roller set, a very good roller set and smaller rollers. So that got my hair mostly straight, and they would flatten it they would use a flat iron on a low setting, and that was it. And I would get that done maybe once a month, 1 to 2 times a month. But if you average it out, it was once a month, because sometimes I couldn't go when I wore my hair curly, and it was curly, but like I said, I had no clue how to care for it. So I would buy anything that was at Target or the pharmacy and slap that in my hair, and it would just be dry and a mess. But I kept it going. And then early last year, it's 2011 now. Early 2010, I um, started practicing Bikram yoga, and it just became really a waste of time and money to get my hair straightened, because um, I was going to be sweating it out 2 to 3 times a week. So I decided to stop straightening my hair as religiously as I was. But at that point, I was only straightening maybe once every few months. And so it had been weaned down anyway. The last time I straightened my hair before making that decision was right before New Year's Eve 2009. And I went to a hairdresser in Jamaica, which is where I'm from. And she basically did not know what she was doing. The roller set was horrible. She didn't even want to do the roller set, but I said that's how I would need it done. But it was horrible. So it dried not even close to straight. It was, and she blew it out anyway, had the iron on super duper hot. So by the time I made the decision with to wear it curly, most of it was fine, but the front, and the front seems to be everybody's problem area. Um, the front ended up being very damaged, and so when I would do twist outs, the rest was beautiful, but the front was kind of like it looked like a relaxed twist out, like somebody who did a twist out on relaxed hair. So I ended up, I kept it going, but then eventually the roots were growing in. And so it was like I was transitioning, mostly in the front and crown, but it still, okay. This is really getting long and I'm new, so I probably have only like a 5-minute limit. I don't even know. I have to check with YouTube, but that was my daughter making noise in the background, so I had to pause that. But essentially in May, I was tired of it and ended up cutting a lot of it off. And I'll probably find a way to put a picture in here as I learn how to do video editing and such. And eventually, I had that going, but it was a really weird cut and it was really weird length. And I had formal events in the fall, and I was not comfortable with the way my hair fell. It was still not, I didn't fully cut all the damage in the front and the crown. So the way it fell, I was just still not happy. And I had these formal events, and so I ended up straightening twice in like a month, and my hair suffered as a result, way beyond recognition. It literally looked fried majority of the time. Still got compliments, but that's, they didn't know my hair. And when you know your hair, you know when it's not in its optimum condition, you know when it's not really truly reflecting its beauty. And so toward the end of the year, I was getting ready to head back to family in Jamaica for the holidays, and I refused. I said, I'm not going into the holidays. I'm not going home with my hair like this. I'm not going into the new year with my hair like this. And I went in the bathroom and just hacked away. I wasn't afraid. I mean, I'm somebody that cut my hair all the time. And then I went to hairdresser in Jamaica, Blondell's, for anybody that knows, Debbie at Blondell's, and she fixed the cut, because a bathroom cut with no back mirror does not end up looking great. And so that's where I am, and I'm really excited. I do have my hair colored, but it's not a color. It's I lifted it. I used an ammonia-free product to just lift my black, and then I hennaed, and a lot of it's still there from before. I redid the front when I cut it last month, December, and I'm due for another henna treatment, so it's probably going to be darker in my next video or two, or a couple videos down the line. It all depends on what I'm going to do, since this one is kind of long, and will need to be broken up. But yeah, this is the hair I remember. This is the hair I've been missing. Very thick and curly and coily, and in my crown, I know everybody has that crown area. As you can see, it's very loose curl in the crown. And the front, as you can see, it springs back, is more curly, and the sides are curly, but very, very fine, and they still are kind of looser, but you can't really see that much. So I just wanted to just say hi, and hopefully it will be a wonderful journey that I can share. This is the first time growing my hair from this low length. I either transitioned before, or it was shorter, or it was longer when I did the big chop. But now it's like from the beginning, essentially. I know, I guess it's a little longer than a lot of folks that just do the big chop, but this is not really much hair. So I think I qualify. I think this is the longest piece, and this is not even 3 inches here. So it's 1 to 2 inches all over. And I just wanted to share the journey of just growing my hair from the beginning out, which I've not ever done. So it's something new. That part is new. I'm not a new natural, but that part is new, and I decided to vlog about it. I'm just going to take the opportunity to share. Actually, I think I'm going to do that in the next video. Just share what my staples are. Because I've been natural and I've been in the communities and just learning a lot throughout 2010, it didn't really take too long. I had most products already. It didn't really take too long to figure out a routine. So my routine is down already, which is great because I don't have time or money to start over on the routine tip. So I look forward to it, and I look forward to all who are going to be joining me in this process. And that's pretty much it. Thanks. Bye.